Queen Goddess, is it possible for water boy to be behaving like a girl? Is it possible or good for a water mommy water girl child to be behaving like tomboy, to be behaving like a boy? Yes, the answer is yes. You see, many water sons and daughters, the female ones, if you watch their characteristics, most of them, they behave like men. Listen, if you see any girl where they behave like man, go into spiritual. Don't just look at her physical appearance, but look spiritual. Listen, whatever manifestation that anyone are manifesting in the physical world, that thing has been done in the spiritual world. So they came to the world to manifest it. Are you getting me, my darlings? Now, you will see some guys who will be behaving like a woman. In the spiritual world, most of them are men. Are women, sorry. They are women. Most of them, their water wives are the one that make them so, to be behaving like female. If you see any water boy who behave like a woman, don't blame them. Most of them are into all those man to man. Why? It's not a bad thing. It's what their spiritual wife wants them to do. It's how their spiritual wives want them to be. And also, most of them are also female in the spiritual world. So in the physical world, it will be difficult for them to act like a man. You see some men, they draw it to you. Some men, they like fine things. Like you see some men, now so they be for inside water. Is their character inside the water. Some of them is their wife or their family that makes them to be so. So they have feminine characteristic. And this men, if you must marry them, you have to be like them. Like, you have to accept them the way they are. Don't try to change them. Because once you are trying to change them, they will despise you. They will not like you. Then the women inside, either you choose to leave them, let them live their life the way they want it, or you choose to leave them alone. The more you are trying to change the women inside, they will despise you. They like people who accept them the way they are. Many of them, they have male organ. Like all those men, majority of them are men inside the water. Majority in the spiritual world, they are men. Some of them, their husband is the one that made them so. They don't want them to go close to man. That's why you see most of them, they like their fellow women. Most of these women, when they be with a man, you know that because of the criticism of the society or this world, because oh, she's married to a fellow woman, oh, he's married to a fellow man. You know, they talk too much, they nag, they talk. They won't mind their business and let people live their lives. And that's why many of them are falling into the victim. They'll say this man to man, this woman married this man to man, this man married this woman to woman. Because why? Once this woman or this man, they choose to live their life the way they want it, as the spirit led them, because these people are not the one controlling themselves. It is the spirit inside them. It is how they were born. That's why you see transgender. You see some people, they are female. Once they grow up, they begin to feed that organ of a man. They will say, I don't want to become a woman. I want to be a man. In the spiritual world, they are men. They want to activate it. That's why you see so many women. They change themselves into a man. They are not possessed by any demon. It's not a bad thing. It's who they are. The spirit control the physical. That's why you see the men turning themselves into a woman. Because in the spiritual world, they are female. They don't like men. They don't like their fellow, what's it called? The men are turning into women. You understand? So that those men, they don't like women. They don't have girlfriends. Some of the women smells in their nose. Some of these girls who turn themselves into men, smells in their nose. Have you ever seen a woman rotating, like being rotated by a man? You want to beg up, even though a man naked, he strip himself, you'll be like, oh. It doesn't flink you. But when you see your fellow woman, how I could enter your eye. When you see your fellow man, I think they enter your eye. But when a woman strip herself naked, be like, oh, I bet please. That's why some of your men, when they sleep with you once, you know, when they're hungry, they give me they come near you. Because your body not they fling there, but if they see their fellow man, you fling there. It is the spirit. Don't blame them. It's not their fault. I remember those days when I used to behave like a man. It's now I'm behaving like feminine now. In those days when I was, though from Africa, right from the one when I was growing up, I don't like me. I'm so sorry to say this word. I don't like me. I mean, what I mean by I don't like me means dating. I don't like it. You understand? But I like making friends with guys. I like making friends with guys. I don't like making friends with girls. But I just like girls in the sense of like that. But I don't like making like friends with them. But I like making friends with guys. But I don't like dating guys. Then I have a feminine body, you know, baka body. Then when I crossed over to abroad, that spirit of man, I am very authoritative. Like I'm very bold and confident right from time. It's just that I don't like to talk to people. I'm not that type. If I talk to you, you need to be happy. I am not that type that talks. I only look at you, I'll just be smiling. You are going. But that does not mean I don't know what I'm doing. So, and then when I came to abroad, I was behaving like a man. Like my attitude was like a man. I dressed like a man. I am very bold and outspoken, and I fear nothing. People who knows me those years, they know now, Joycey. I say that woman, very stubborn. I'm very, very stubborn, very bold. Nobody they command me. Nobody born of a woman can command me. And my fellow woman or man, not they tell me say I will beat you. Man cannot tell me I will beat you. Or a woman will tell me I will beat you. If you tell me, in fact, before I carry something and choke your nose, I will not know. I'm not the type that I won't fight because I don't like trouble either. But when time goes, I start changing. If you still look, most of my characteristic, they look like a man character, isn't it? Because I have a man, okay, in the sense of I have a man character. It's who I am in the spiritual world. You understand? And people like us may find it so difficult to be like, you know, they'd be like, oh, this woman, she's so like confident, and you know, they are very scared of people like us. So what am I trying to say is that do not judge anybody who is behaving like a woman or man. Let them be. You understand me? So, and that is that. Just like I, Queen Goddess, I'm just doing my stuff. And even to date, I don't make the flink me. Me. They don't flink me. That character is still there. That spirit is still there. Sometimes I try to, you know, to just be like others, like the way the humans want to settle down with a man or blah, blah, blah. You know, but deep in me, I don't want to say much anyway. I love you all. So I'm just trying to educate some of you on society so that you will stop overworked out yourself and contemplating yourself. All right. I love you so much. Stay blessed.